And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Kobe Bryant is out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Cunningham. Then it's Jaylen Brown. And it's Chamberlain in at the 5. And for New Orleans, Harper out there with Smith. And it's Abdur-Rahim in at the 4. You know, in terms of Western Conference heavy hitters, Grant, we're looking at two of the biggest right here.
Oh, man, that makes this one a lot more interesting, doesn't it? You know, a lot of pride is on the line in this one, B.A. These teams will not be taking it easy on each other.
Now here's Maxey. Here's the pick. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Chamberlain. And that one is stuffed right through.
You know, one thing about Maxey is that he always is looking for an outlet.
Here's Harper. Maxey covering. Out to the right wing. Here's Abdur-Rahim. In the game against Cleveland, very impressive. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And it's Maxey missing.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
To the paint. He's got his first free throws of the night right here. That one misses. And no luck that time either. Inside. Tip! And as it goes out of bounds, New Orleans will keep possession. Here's Smith, taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Abdur-Rahim's shot is good.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And it's Sacramento's ball, and they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
Here's Harper. Impressive scoring stats with around 27 points a game. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot. The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Now here's Brown. He really had an off game against the Heat. And here's Bryant outside, sinks the tray.
I like the unselfish approach from Brown there, willing to give it up to his open teammates.
Here's Harper. Maxey covering. Left side O'Neal. Chamberlain pulls it in. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Oh, they pick off the pass. Smith against Bryant. Smith outside. Pass to Abdur-Rahim. Here's Harper. 6 to shoot. The 3, Smith. Hauled in by Brown.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it. Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Willie Green and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Right away, we got to talking about Jaylen Brown, and he said he's going to make trouble for us, but with strong coverage and fast rotations, I think we'll do a good job limiting his production. Some confident words from Coach on how they'll slow down Brown's output tonight. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. For New Orleans, Jones, he's checked in for Hill, and it's Bufkin in for Smith. So the Kings making a change here. Sacramento on D. Jones, the pass to Harper. There's a screen. Just 5 to shoot. To the left side wing. Here's Abdur-Rahim. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Sacramento leading by 4. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Picked up by Okongwu. Here's Kukoc. Offensive rebound, King. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of it.
Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That shot is good by O'Neal.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And here's Bryant, a top-tier scorer, averaging a little under 25 points a contest.
Hustling down that rebound. Big man playing big.
Outside Jones, beyond the arc, knocks down the triple.
And Jones is such a confident shooter, especially from outside the arc.
Bryant with it. And then Bryant with the dunk.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Here's Abdur-Rahim. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. Here's Bufkin, guarded by Howard. Abdur-Rahim passes to Jones. Shoots over Bryant. Jones misses.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option now.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
1 minute left in the first quarter of the game. From deep, Harper. And he stays with it. Tries again. Pass to O'Neal. Stolen by Bryant. Here's Maxey. O'Neal pulls it in. O'Neal's got his 5th rebound in this one. Bufkin with the bucket.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And Sacramento calls their first time out of the game. Some changes for New Orleans. Mobley comes in for O'Neal, and Ellis is subbed in for Harper. The Kings lead by 3. Pass to Howard. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. They set the screen. And the layup is good off the glass.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
And here's Ellis. Mobley outside. Fades. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And that does it for the first quarter. Sacramento on top. They lead by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Sacramento.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
We got Herb Jones, Evan Mobley out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's Christie in at the 1. That's the Pelicans 5. No good on the free throw. Stan, one thing about Jaylen Brown, he seems so composed out there.
Yeah, B.A., he's very calm. Doesn't waste energy. You love a player who's this focused and calculated.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Ball, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Buffkin in for Christie. Cunningham's checked in for Sacramento. Here's Buffkin. Mobley on a screen. Down low. Banked it in off the glass.
Inside Mobley is set up for success. His size and reach means the rim is right there for him.
And there's the screen. Here's Brown. Got a hand on it. Jones feels it out. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Abdul-Rahim. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players, so if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, guys. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Guys, back over to you.
Allie, thanks for the report. 2 on the clock. Mobley, no good.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
There's Howard with the 3. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
Pass to Hayes. And a Kongwu with the block. And here's the fast break. Here is Sears. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 3 assists tonight.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfectly.
Here's Buffkin, averaging around 5 points a game. Hayes up top. Mobley, a screen on Cunningham. Hayes, the pass to Mobley. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And has to fight through contact to get the finish. Mobley keeping his cool under duress.
Now a timeout by Sacramento. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Maxey attacking. Mobley with the block.
Yeah, nice timing on the rejection. Mobley showing you how incredible defensively he can be.
These are his first free throws of the game. And he drops the first. Both free throws good from Maxey.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Pelicans trail by 7. Harper passes to Abdul-Rahim. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Maxey surveying the D. And he drives in. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
You know, you have to love how strong Maxey takes it inside. Feels like he can beat everyone to the cup.
Here's Abdul-Rahim. He's watched by Cunningham. Pass to Mobley. Now O'Neal. For 3. And Mobley good for 3. Mobley's got 7 points.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
James outside. Here's Chamberlain. Goes back up. And it's good on the layup. Give him 8.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
O'Neal passes to Mobley. Pass to Abdul-Rahim. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Chamberlain. He's covered by O'Neal. Excellent D there from O'Neal. Pelicans trail by 4. Mobley passes to Harper. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. He's checked in for the Pelicans. Smith comes in for Ellis. Sacramento also making some changes. Nesmith comes in for Cunningham. And it's Jaylen Brown in for James. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact. There, misses, and in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
people were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was...
The previous play is under review.
One thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
First free throw is good. And Grant, we hear all the time about the rookie wall.
Oh, it's definitely a real thing, B.A. Not for every rookie, but a good percentage of them. You know, I'm interested to see which ones in this class are able to power through.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw plays for him.
Brown against Hill. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
The Kings lead by 6. Bryant outside. 1:33 left in the first half. Harper passes to Hill. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Now Brown. So far he's averaging 11 points a game. And he packs it down right on top of Evan Mobley.
Yeah, we know Brown loves some aerial theatrics. And he really went all out there.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Here's Harper. Pass to Hill. With the teardrop. And the layup is up and in.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
The Kings have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Bryant against Smith. Bryant in the high post. 10 points for him. No good from 11 feet. Pelicans trail by 4. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. New Orleans shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. And the first one at the line is good.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
And both free throws good for Mobley.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
With the floater. And Maxey with the lay-in. Maxey's got 6 points in the quarter.
He deked the defenders there, and they thought Maxey was going to dish to a big, but instead, he kept it and scored.
Back to Hill. Takes a 3. No luck on that one. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Kings ahead, up by 4. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
Not sure any run of games feel comfortable, but this might be as close as you can get. They're at home against teams that they can clearly beat. This is a great opportunity for them to stack up some W's.
Let's take a look now at that first half we just saw from the Kings. Man, that was close.
I know my partner here appreciates the brute force, especially on the glass, right, Shaq?
and they're in a good spot because of it.
They've shown great toughness, and they've been very quick to the ball. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And so in the game for the Kings, they've got Kobe Bryant. Jaylen Brown is out there with Cunningham. Then it's Maxey, and it's Chamberlain in at the center spot.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Abdul-Rahim passes to O'Neal. To the middle. Here's Harper. Blocked! And as it goes out of bounds, New Orleans will keep possession. Just 4 to shoot. Rebound by Sacramento. Chamberlain's got 5 rebounds in the game.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Brown finds Maxey. And he converts the layup. Maxey's got 8.
Ooh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Here's Hill. Releases from the wing and drills it.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
Now here's Maxey. Give him 8 points now. Bryant. And Sacramento again with the bucket.
Yeah, just an outstanding find by Maxey. More than willing to give it up to open teammates.
Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Here's Harper. Maxey covering. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Uses the glass on the layup. 13 points in the game.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Pelicans trail by 6. Here's Harper. Pass to O'Neal. To the inside. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Rebound by the Kings. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. From the right block, another one falls for Sacramento.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Now here's Smith. No points so far, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Smith.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
Sacramento leading by 8. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Here's Bryant, and then Bryant with the dunk.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Pass to Harper. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Outside Maxey. The three. It's rebounded by Abdul-Rahim.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Now here's Hill. He's got 6. Clock at 6. The fadeaway. Abdul-Rahim's shot is good. Abdul-Rahim's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Jones comes in for Hill, and it's Bufkin in for Smith. Here's James. And another miss by Sacramento. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Trailing by 8. Here's Harper. Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Puts it up. And it's Sears with a rebound. The Kings have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. There's the 3. The shot that time not on target. The Pelicans have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Abdul-Rahim's shot is good.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
Timeout call, Sacramento. making a change here. Brown's checked in. Sacramento leading by 5. Picked up by Okongwu. Here's James. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
Well, something else that has stood out to me has been their aggressiveness on the boards. They're just out-muscling the opposition on the offensive glass.
Good on the second one. Pelicans trail by 6. Pass to Bufkin. Now here's Hayes. Three-pointer. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 4 rebounds now.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
All right, Coach, let's talk about Onyeka Okongwu. What an agile player for his size.
Yeah, B.A., no question. And on both ends, too. Plus, the guy gets up in the air and then reaches out over 7 feet in wingspan. His speed at his size can be a huge advantage.
Yep, that one goes.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Brown finds James. Brown with a screen. Takes the 3. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Both teams deciding to change it up. That one's off for New Orleans. Carter, he's checked in for Bufkin. And Christie subbed in for Harper. Maxey, he's checked in for the Kings. And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. Here's Christie. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
Howard against Hayes. Outside Christie. Shot clock at 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot from deep three-point land. Rebound by Sacramento. Chamberlain's got rebound number 7 tonight. Out to James. Hits the trifecta. James has got 6 here in the quarter. Inside. Hayes inside. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Sacramento. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Hayes. He's out there with Mobley. And it's Jones in at the 2. That's the Pelicans 5. Mobley finds Christie. They set the pick. Pass to Abdur-Rahim. Jones from outside. And no good. Sacramento leading by 11. Over to the left wing. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Sears with the bucket.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Now here's Jones. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Here is Sears. And here's Cunningham outside. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Pass to Hayes. Outside Jones. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Mobley passes to Hayes. And here's Mobley. Now Christie. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Christie's got his first basket of the night.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Outside Maxey. There's the triple. That shot missing.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
Here's Christie. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Harper, he's checked in for Jones. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Willie Green had some advice for the team over that last break. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Chance for an update here on Jaylen Brown. Let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hi guys, the head athletic trainer for the Kings provided some info for us. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. They've decided this is an injury that can be played through, but we'll see if it's a limiting factor. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks.
Well, that's a big setback for him and his team. But look, with all the advances in sports medicine, training staffs are so good these days. We've seen guys recover from this type of injury and come back even better.
Buffkin, he's checked in for Christie. There's Howard with the 3. He drops it from range. And the Kings lead by 13.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Pass to Buffkin. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. New Orleans making some changes. O'Neal, he's checked in for Mobley. Hill comes in for Hayes. And it's Smith. In for Buffkin. Here's Harper. Maxey covering. 3 on the clock. And Harper gets it to go.
Hey, if you give him room, he's going to score the ball.
The Kings lead by 11. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth.
Only 6'2", but Maxey got some spring in his step.
New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Fires for 3. And Harper good for 3.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Outside Maxey. Howard, the screen. Fires the three. It's hauled in by New Orleans. O'Neal's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Here's Abdul-Rahim. 5 to shoot. Fires the three. It's tipped. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Cunningham's checked in for Sacramento. Brown comes in for Howard.
Jaylen Brown.
Outside Maxey. It's Bryant with a drive. Oh, he misses the layup.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Here's Abdul-Rahim, defended by Brown. Now Smith. And no one in the vicinity.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
Sacramento leading by 8. Now here's Maxey. Bryant outside. 6 on the shot clock.
Shooting for Sacramento.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up by 9. There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize a team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Here's Harper. Maxey covering. Hill against Brown. Brown pulls down the board. And Brown has got the ball here for the Sacramento Kings. They've led by as many as 14.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
Pelicans trail by 12. There's a minute 17 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for New Orleans.
The first free throw is good.
2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Sacramento leading by 10.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Kings.
I'd say the rim protection really turned things around in their favor.
Yeah, their defensive rotations have been superb. They've been trying to challenge every shot. I love their effort.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
And things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend. That was just an awful decision. I mean, you have to keep the clock moving. There's no reason to foul there.
Harper taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both. And it's Sacramento's ball. 8-point game. He takes it in. Cunningham! No good! An opportunity missed!
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
Now here's Maxey. They set a pick. Oh, he jammed it! The steal! So it's Sacramento picking up the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And B.A., the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Kobe Bryant.
The pot and get your top rhyme. We survive. You can only catch a whiff of. Locked in way before the top 10 when I had the mutton chop shades and the wide brim on a different wave that I came in the game on. When I levitate, grab my sneakers and hang on. Young, but I still got sons in the game, but they not like the one with a dot in his name. If it's locking, it's gotta be knowledge. You made it the wildest applause when we hop on these stages. Go on, get your Teflon on, but once we let off this track list, go on, blow your chest off. When the last time that you heard a sound this hard? Compliments and knowledge in them. And we can go toe-to-toe, anyone you know, young or old, to get drove in the... I just did the Super Bowl halftime show with the GOATs. What I wanna do with verses. That's like comparing T-ball to the MLB. Y'all out of your league, we not the same person. I'll be doing this till I'm about 86. So this holding my on the nurses.
When you up at night, all alone, playing games on your phone, do I cross your mind? Gotta know, these feelings for you I can't control. When you up at night, all alone, playing games on your phone, do I cross your mind? Gotta know, these feelings for you I can't control. Trying to figure out just how I feel about you. I just like the fact that I can keep it real around you. All these ups and downs like I lost and found you. Can't believe I'm standing here still without you. When you up at night, do you think about me? Do I cross your mind? Just wish that you would tell me if so. Then I got a place that we could go. Ain't gonna let you play me like the game's on your phone. When you up at night, all alone, playing games on your phone, do I cross your mind? Gotta know, these feelings for you I can't control. When you up at night, all alone, playing games on your phone, do I cross your mind? Gotta know, these feelings for you I can't control. So, where you wanna go? It don't really matter, still get you out. Came for a show, I'ma show out. What you heard, what you know about me. Not a thing, been riding around the forest with
ready.
It's a dangerous love affair. Can't be scared when it goes down. Got a problem? Tell me now. Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight. Who's gonna run this town tonight? We gonna run this town.
We are, yeah, I said it, we are. This is Rock Nation, pledge your allegiance. Get your fatigues on, all black everything. Black cars, all black everything. And our girls are blackbirds, riding with they. I get more in depth if you boys really real enough. This is not familiar, I'll explain later. But for now, let me get back to this paper. I'm a couple bands down and I'm trying to get back. I gave Doug a grip, I lost a flip for 5 stacks. Yeah, I'm talking 5,60 shot zeros. Here, Doug, back to running circles round. Now we squared up, hold up.
Life's a game, but it's not fair. I break the rules.